Alright guys, another whipped by video. This is happening with increasing frequency, I gotta say. This is getting pretty discouraging. This is a lock from Reece H. He and his buddies put this thing together, and he calls this the 7 Deuce. So I gotta tell you, I worked on it for an hour. Here, he did give me a key. Have not mummified it yet. We will in a minute when we need to gut it. But anyway, I tried picking this thing for an hour. I got nothing. So then he says to tear the page away. He gave me this information actually before I tore. I haven't tore it open yet. But down here he tells you a hint. And he told me what it said. That's why we call it the 7 Deuce. We got 7 pins. Pin 7272. He told me that. He also told me that he's got some spool pins used as key pins in here. I think it's 1, 2, 4, and 6. All that information, even knowing the bidding, because he told to me in email, I put another hour into it. It doesn't help me in the least. I have gotten nothing from this. No false set, nothing whatsoever. So I'm throwing in the towel. I don't want to lose any sleep tonight, so I'm going to wrap it up before bedtime. So let's go ahead. I am going to need the key for this one. So let's go ahead and cut it open. And again, admit defeat. He told me I may have to... Oh, look at there. It does slide right off. Why didn't I take a look at that way? Check that out. Yeah, I should have known it was something crazy like this. It does work. I mean, absolutely perfectly. There's no dragging. There's no catching of any kind. Nothing. And that is the craziest bidding I have seen in a very long time. Well, I am going to need that. Let's go ahead and pull the tail piece off and gut it. See what other kind of alien tech you put in here. Lockpicking channel is supposed to be a channel about lockpicking, not whipped by, right? I know. I feel bad. But I can't work on them forever, guys. I think if I kept picking at it, eventually, you know, it's like that pig eventually finding a mushroom. I might eventually get it open, but I just don't want to lose that much sleep. All right, we do indeed have 7 pins. Got a little anti-drill there, it looks like. I think that's what that is. Otherwise, that's some kind of other mod, but we'll figure it out in a minute. I'm not seeing... Oh, yeah, I'm seeing threads. Threads in every single chamber. Every one of them. Standard. Spool. Standard. Spool. Standard. Spool. Standard. And there we go. Every single chamber is threaded. Nasty. And then, of course, with the using spools as key pins, I'll show you this again when we get everything out. Using spools as key pins on the high cut ones is particularly devious there, Reece. All right, let's see this. What you got up here? All right, we got an ASA pin, commercial, and that is a T-pin with a ledge on it. Number 2, we have a... Actually, this is not a pin. This is actually a pin for a sidebar out of an ASA lock. You can see false gates on it, and then you can also see the real gate. But it works perfectly fine, especially if you've threaded all the chamber. Here's another ASA commercial. Another one of these T-pins, different length. Another sidebar pin. Man, no wonder I couldn't get in here. Here we go, another ASA. Well, if nothing else, I'm getting a good collection of ASA pins. Okay, there's another one of these sidebar pins. And the last one... Let's turn them around and get it from the other side. What do you say? Another one of these guys. Nasty, nasty. All right, so we alternated with standards and spools on the bottom, and we alternated on the top between ASA T-pins with a little bar and the sidebar pins, which never seen those used before. Again, in here it looks like every single chamber is threaded. The only blessing here is that all the pins, all the springs look like they're the same, but it made no difference to my picking whatsoever. So there you go. Reese's 7 Deuce. I'm getting it out of the lab. I can't keep this around. There's what your pinning look like, guys. That is very evil, and every single chamber was threaded to grab all those sharp edges and those commercial ass-up pins. It's very, very nasty. Reece, you got your whip by, guy. Anyway, thanks for your time. Everybody stay safe, stay legal. Reece, seriously, thanks a lot, man.